Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're actually starting off right here. I'm at the auto parts store, and we're actually gonna work on a car today since we've been having, or seem to be having some luck with the cars. So I'm actually gonna work on that Chrysler 300 that, well, I'm gonna show you guys once I get home what's wrong with it, and we'll fix it basically, or try to fix it at least. Hopefully there's not much damage done to it. So let's get into it. All right, so we're back home. Let me show you guys what happened. So we're here at the engine bay right here. And here's the problem. So this is it. This is the upper radiator hose right here. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see that. Where is it? You guys probably can't see it because it's too dark. But basically where the fitting, I guess you would call it the fitting, where the radiator hose goes into, the little thing, it pretty much just, it broke off. As you can see right there. This part right here, you can see it's just broken. Which is why it made that sudden explosion of coolant. We're getting food yesterday, so that means we have to replace the whole radiator, and that's what we got from the auto parts store right now. So let me show you what brand and all that stuff. So this is it. I picked up a Denso radiator. Well, that's actually a pretty good price. This is the part number right here for those of you that are doing this job. And I picked up some coolant while it was there. Seemed to be like the good kind apparently. And with that, let's get started. See how it goes. Right, so first of all, we have to loosen up the petcock right here so you can drain the coolant. As you can see, it's already fucking dripping all over the place because it's broken. So you see that brown whitish colored thing right there in the middle of the screen. That's what you're gonna loosen up so you can go ahead and drain that coolant. So there it is, loosened it up a little bit. So you can drain from that little hose, but it's a little too slow for me at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off completely. See here, there's it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make a mess, but there it is, all over the place. Luckily it's mostly water, and you see it's brown, so that's coolant right there. All right, so now that the coolant is basically mostly drained, first step, you gotta remove this upper radiator hose. It's pretty much two clamps, one here, one there. Took it off, one goes there. This one came with the whole piece of the radiator here that I was telling you guys about. So that's pretty much the part that broke right there. As you can see, that's a pretty clean break right there. So I guess the radiator's just old. Now that we have the upper radiator hose out, as you can see there's a lot more room to play with. Next up, we gotta take this, disconnect this, and take this, well, this one's already off, loose. So pretty much disconnect this. All right, now that we disconnected the little connector here, right then loosen. Next up, gotta loosen this 10mm bolt here, and there's another one on the side, which is this one right here. Let's go ahead and loosen them up. All right, now that we took those two little 10mm bolts out, let's pretty much pull the fans front and pull it out. So the whole fan assembly is gonna come out just like this. Put this aside real quick. That right here. There you go. The fans are out. Next up, now we have the fans out. Now let's pretty much pop these out, or like this. Just pretty much, you have clips on the back. Pop out the left one. Pop out the right one. Now you have access to the top or the front. Now you have the covers off. You loosen pretty much the brackets for the top of the radiator, which is this one right here, and this one right here. Now that we took off these two bolts on each side, now we take off the pins right here on the side of it. as you can see right here. There's one pin. This one over here is missing already, so someone already kind of did half the job there. All right, so once you remove the clips, these should be sitting on top of the radiator here, the mounts. Just go ahead and take them out. It's two piece, this piece and this piece right here. Took them out on this side already. Next up, it's pretty much loosening up the lower radiator hose. You can see it's this one right here. So let's go ahead and take off that clamp so you can loosen up that hose. As you guys can see right here, that clamp right there is in a very awkward and tight position because of the AC lane that, where is it? This AC lane right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and loosen up the radiator. That we'll probably just leave that for last. All right, now being in the bottom of the car, what we're gonna do right now is take off these clips right here. It's this plastic clip right here. There you go. Take this one off, and this one's on this driver's side is already off. You can see. Let's go ahead and take those off. So now that we took off the little clip for the front insulator part, it's gonna be kind of a little hard to show, but there is actually the AC. Damn it! I can't remember the name right now. Evaporator, condenser. I'm not sure what this is called, but pretty much the little radiator for the AC is bolted onto the actual radiator for the coolant, and it's basically. There's two bolts. One is right. Yeah, I can't show you it, but it's basically in the corner. You'll see it. It's kind of in a tight spot, but it's one right there in the corner on the passenger side, and another right here on the. Let's see if I can show you it. No, this one's not even here. Let me see. Can't see it through this. Oh yeah, there you go. As you can see, stop bolt hole right there. That pretty much wiggling that front radiator for the AC, and it's already loose. So this one's missing the bolt. This is the driver's side. So pretty much on the same it's gonna have a bolt on the other side also. That one right there. Let's go ahead and loosen that up. As you can see, there's top. It also has bolts on the top. You can see it here. Oh, there you go. As you can see. That's 110mm bolt over there, right here on the passenger side, and it doesn't have it on the driver's side. So let's go ahead and remove that other passenger side bolt from the top. Now that we have this bolt off on this side it does have it, as you can see right there, but it's not actually on the condenser. So with that being said, now that we have the bolts off, it's pretty much time to take off the radiator. So right now we're gonna pretty much take it out, and since we do have the lower radiator hose still connected, you know, that gives an opportunity, you know, for us to push the radiator pretty much back to the engine bay, so we can have the chance to take off that clamp off the radiator hose. Finally got it out. So this is it right here, that's the old radiator, and this is the damage I had, like right on the upper radiator hose right here. Just freaking exploded right here. That's a big chunk right there. I mean, besides that, there was nothing really wrong with it. It's just that. I mean, that's a pretty big piece right there. On the side, oh, no damage right here. Take off this clamp right here right now. Use another one. So let's go ahead and open this up and make sure it's the correct one or similar one that looks like this. All right, so this is a Denso one. Nicely packaged, has pretty much a box within the box. Let's go ahead and snap these off right here. There you go. So this would be the bottom portion of it, since it has the rubber mounts right here. The top one, you can see, got the petcock right here. Same as the other one. Even came with a little hose. Awesome. Same thing. Over right side. That one over there, this one over here, this one over here. The top mounts over here. So we're gonna use the top mounts from the other one, and it looks like this is it right here. It's ready to install. All right, so now the radiator is in. Now pretty much reverse order. We're gonna start with these top bolts, then go to the bottom bolts so you can connect to the condenser to the radiator. Now that I have the bottom and the top bolts, condenser attached to the radiator, the light went out. Now it's time to install the lower radiator hose. You can see I'm doing that right now. All right, now that we have the radiator hose installed, the lower one, it's time to install the little mounting brackets on top over here, which is this one and that one. Let's go ahead and get them on. All right, now that we installed the radiator supports on top, that piece of metal on both sides, that was like an extra piece that someone had installed. Not sure why. It's a Mickey Mouse shape. Next up, I gotta put the little clips on for the insulators on top. I think you only had one, which is on this side over here. There you go. That's pretty much it. I think this one over here was missing. Next up, we're actually gonna put these back on right here. That's where they were. There we go. So install this one first. Click them in. Then the driver's side. Make sure to hook it from the bottom. Clips right there. See the two clips. Now that we installed the covers, pretty much everything over here up front, it's time to install the fans back in. Let's go ahead and do that. Now that we have the fans inside right here, make sure the bottom portion, they kind of get hooked on the little hooks that it has on the radiator. And after that, pretty much 10mm bolt here and on the other side also to install the fans. All right, now that the fans are on, next up is to connect this connector right here. Just make sure it's out of the way of the band. After that, connect the upper radiator hose back on here to here. Hopefully this one doesn't break. All right, so we got our upper radiator hose installed. Double check everything. Make sure you didn't miss a bolt. Got a few extra accessories or anything like that. Everything seems to be good. And that's pretty much it. All that's left now is to drop in some coolant. All right, so drop some gallon of this. This is straight coolant. So 1 gallon of this, 1 gallon of water. You can see it still has some water in there. So double, triple checked everything. Everything seems to be good. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the car. See what to do. Turning on the car now. Hopefully it does. So when you turn on the car, this is for it to bleed the coolant, like the brakes. You know, when you pump the brakes, it bleeds the brake fluid. We're bleeding the coolant here, so there would be no air bubbles in the system. For it to do that properly, make sure to turn the fan on low and the heater all the way on, all the way to the heater portion. You can do, it doesn't really matter if this, just put it down for top and bottom, just for kicks, why not? So let's go check to see if it's missing, or if it's starting to miss any coolant here. So this should be dropping when the car starts getting warm. It's gonna go down the fluid, that way we can keep filling it up. In the meantime, let's see if there's any oils in the system over here. So it's warming up, no leaks on this side or on our end. Now, you see there's little bubbles coming out, which means it's fluiding the whole system, the coolant system. As you see, and we got some bubbles right there. That's air is pretty much coming out from the escape, which is the only escape it has since there's no radiator cap on. So we're gonna wait here and just basically probably leave it on for like half hour, just to make sure that there is no air in the system whatsoever. It's gonna keep throwing bubbles. When it throws the bubbles, then it'll replace it with coolant or water in this case right here, half and half basically, which is what we want. We want no air in the system whatsoever, so we want no air pockets. That's the goal. And with that, you know, another mission complete, job completed. After this, we're gonna make sure, we're gonna go ahead and test drive it, just pretty much just to make sure we pretty much cross all the T's and dot our I's. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on the video. Make sure to follow us on IG as Metal Veras, and private pages is all in there. See you guys next time. Peace.